Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Resonant Rise. My name is Brink, and hello, Mr. Deer. Today, we're going to be working with some IC2. Oh, that lovely IC2. Don't you just love IC2? Let's go upstairs and assess what we have. What we have is a macerator, extractor, compressor, and a metal former. Now, these are the basic devices that you need for any IC2 or advanced IC2. Even mid-game IC2 needs these things. They sort of run exclusive so that it requires it. For example, if you want to make lapis lazuli dust, you can't do it in a sag mill. You can't do it in a pulverizer. It's got to be done in an IC2 macerator. So they have the monopoly on lapis dust. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just more restricting. It makes it a little bit difficult. You can't really diversify or spread out with different machines. You must exclusively use IC2 to make other IC2 machines, at least for the most part. You'll notice that I added some interfaces on top, and that was just to add some auto processing to some of these things. For example, the carbon plates, here they are, is made with the compressor. And also I have these advanced iron plates, which are, if we take a look at them real quick, advanced iron, that's this one here. You'll notice that you can only use the metal former or the block cutter. And I don't want to use the block cutter because they're very limited to what they can do. And it's so much simpler just to put one steel ingot in here, get the plate automated in a metal former to roll. But in this one, you'd have to craft a block and then make them into 9. I don't know that you can put an ingot of steel in here to make one plate. I'm not sure. I've never used the block cutter, so I'm not sure. But these things run so slowly that I want to make some overclockers and some transformer upgrades to be able to take a lot of overclockers. So we'll be working on that first. But I did want to show you this, that the metal former really is important things that it can do is just that, this advanced plate and some other minor things. The other things like the hammer and the snips can be done with the molecular assembler, auto crafting them in a crafting grid. And that's what I have them set to. I have some of these things already set. So I'm going to be leaving the metal former on this setting, extruding. Really what it is rolling, is what it's called. It's sort of pressing it or rolling it through a machine. So extruding it, and this is pretty much the only thing I need it for at the moment. So let's go downstairs and start with those upgrades. I want to make first the transformer upgrades. I made 20, but I think I'm going to need more. And I do want to make a few on camera, but actually I have an autocraft for it. Let's take a look at what you need to make it real quick. Here it is. This is the middle part is basically the only hardest thing in this craft. The rest is glass, gold cables. I think they're double insulated. Let's see. Yeah, double insulated. They have 2 rubber with 1 gold strip. And if we back up, we can see a basic circuit, either mechanism or IC2. I like that they allow mechanism into their recipe here. But here's the hard part, the middle part. And that is this transformer MV. Mid voltage, I guess is what it is. Another set of cables, this time is copper, and a basic machine block. Pretty simple, pretty cheap for the transformer upgrade. So I made 20 of them. We're going to need more. But first, the next thing we want to do, and I wanted to do it on camera because this is a little bit complicated, we're going to need some coolant cells. And these coolant cells are a bit of a pain to make, and I'll tell you why. First of all, let's talk about this before we move on to that. I got to check and research. I should have done it before starting to record. How many of these we're going to need for each of the machines? I think it's 2. I may be wrong. I think that one of them brings it from 32, which is the default for each of those machines, up to 128. If you put a second one, I think it brings it up to 256. Or maybe 512. I'm not sure. That's what I want to check. It could even be 1028. I don't know the answer to that. 2 transformer upgrades. I'll research it, and then when I come back, I will let you know what it is. But for now, before I cut away, I'm going to make these overclockers, and I want to make an autocraft for it because these take a real long time to make. Now, tin plates. Let's take a look at plates here. Yes, I do have plates here, but I guess I don't have an autocraft for it. Do I? This is iron. I don't. Let's see, do I? Yes, I do. Great. Okay, so I made an autocraft for it. Now, to make a cell, we're going to have to make a cell as a sample. I think that's one of the other things that this metal former can do. If you throw in a tin plate in it, look how terribly slow this goes. When we fill this in with transformer and overclocker upgrades, this is going to roll like 1 or 2 per second. It's going to be awesome. I guess it's sent downstairs because I do have it auto feeding down into the ME system. So let's see, tin plate. I guess it's not called tin plate. What's it called? No, cell is what I'm looking for. Cell, and there it is. It made 3. But what were those plates called? I gotta memorize it. Oh, it's that the tooltip name is kind of jumbled. Item plate tin is what it's called. I'll try to remember it, but it doesn't matter. All right, let's take one of these. It looks like one of them makes 3. So we're gonna need a craft in the processing. So this goes here. 3 of them goes here. Auto craft it for processing into, what's it called, metal former. There it is. So this goes here. So we're set with the cell. Now for, let's see, as my memory is coming back to me, we need water. What else did we need? We needed water with lapis. Yeah, lapis lazuli. We're going to have to make a craft for it because lapis lazuli needs to be pulverized, but it can only be pulverized in IC2. Lapis dust can only be made in a macerator. I wish they would spread this out and allow for dust from sag mills and pulverizers, but no such luck. If we try to put it in there, it doesn't take. And if we try to go to a pulverizer, let's see, that's an induction smelter. Here's the pulverizer. It doesn't take. So, yeah, I wish they would spread it out. Now let's grab that dust. And there it is. So we'll make a craft for it. And that would be processing. 1 lapis makes a dust. And this goes where? It went into the macerator, which is probably the first one on this list. No, it wasn't the first. There it is. The third one. Oh, wrong one. Okay. So very good. Now, if we go and take a look at the overclocker upgrades, we'll see how to make them. We'll need to make this coolant simple. Coolant simple. Oh no, we still have some stuff to make first. So, fluid transposer is bogus. This recipe doesn't work. I remember that. I've tried it. If you guys can make it work, put it in the comment. I haven't been able to make it work. The bottler, I don't think I've ever built a bottler before. Bottler, wow. Oh, I've never seen that before. This would make things easy. But let's see. No, I built a canning machine for this purpose, and I've already made it. So I want to give it a try. Let's set it upstairs and get it going in where we're going to put it. I think I'm going to put it right next to it because the wiring is right there anyway, so that'll work for us. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. The Tesseract is here, so I knew the wiring was going to go here. It won't work with a crescent wrench, so let me get a IC2 wrench. And this way we don't get any loss. And I have to build a lossless wrench because this particular wrench has a small chance of losing your machine. It'll sometimes turn into a basic block or an advanced block. I think a basic block. Anyway, we want to I guess we have the ender tank. I think we're ready to go. Why don't we just plant this up here and see if we can get this started now? So I'm gonna stick this up here, and there's no water, but this has to be set to, I forget the name of it. There it is. Enrich liquid. I think it's enrich liquid, isn't it? I'm gonna go with enrich liquid. I think that's what it was. We go like that, and there's the water filling up. We'll need the cells, but if I could get an interface on here, it would make things a whole lot easier. Well, let's stick this in, and it'll go to the place where it needs to go. The lapis will go to where it needs to go, and this will start filling in. I guess my setting is wrong, because I don't see any processing. Oh, you know what? I think it needs more lapis. I think that's why. So let's go ahead and make some lapis lazuli dust. One of these. Let's make 100 of them and start. That's going to take a long time because it's using the macerator for that. So I'm going to write down the numbers of how many transformer upgrades I need. Be right back. Alright, I think I have a better understanding of how this works. If we take a look down here, you'll see what I did off camera. I made a couple of things. I made this the largest capacity transformer to bring our RF power from the turbines into EU at a very high rate. And then I made these glass fiber cables. They used to be called glass fiber cables. They're called item glass cable now. But we can make a craft for it now. So let's go ahead and make a few. Glass cable. We'll make, I think 10 is safe. And we have enough stuff to make it good. Oh, I didn't expect it that fast. Okay, so the way it works, each of these transformer upgrades will bring it up to different levels, like I said before. This will bring it up to the maximum level, 4, which is overkill because I don't think we need that much, but it's the highest level. Since I have 20, I'm just going to fill these in by 4s, and let's do this. We'll do that, and put 4 in each. And we have one extra for the canning machine, which I don't think we really needed. But did I miss one? I didn't think we needed this. I guess I had more. Oh, it is 5. Yeah, 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, math with Brink. All right, so we want power back here. And before I do this, I got to make sure that I break this off. Because if I try to feed it right away, it will explode. I don't know if the configs are set that way. Sometimes people turn it off by default on the configs, and so I don't know. So we'll just connect it with the safe stuff here. Yeah, this can handle high current without a problem. I'm going to go a step further. I guess I'll go here. Should I go here? Let's go... Because we may need power for something else other than EU. But I guess I can branch off from another place or just rearrange stuff. So the input should be facing... I think it goes in reverse. Against logic. I think this goes this way. I may be wrong here. I don't think that... No, that's not the way I wanted to point it. Okay, so I made this wrench. And yes, okay, great. It's lossless. Fantastic. Let's try to do this again here. Hopefully we can reach. I think the Tesseract's in my way. Let me get rid of the Tesseract for a second here. And point it a little bit better like this. That's sort of what I wanted to do. Now, we have some limiting cable here also. Oh, but it's coming from the Tesseract, so it doesn't matter. This is fine, I think. If it does explode, we should be able to hear it, I think. I've never been around when one of the things have exploded in my base. Alright, so they all have their transformer upgrades and they're all connected. So it should be safe enough to go ahead and run if this is not reversed, if I didn't set this wrong. I think the multiple dots is the input and all of these are the output. Sort of against the convention, I would think. But it is stopped here, so I guess it is wrong. Let's reverse it and see. Oh, we have to set something inside here. But this is all so jumbled up, it's hard to read. Let's see what it says. Refresh. Wow, hard to read this stuff. It's not moving. So I don't think it's like that either. Unless this needs a conduit to it. That might be what it is. But if that's the case, that's a problem because there is no real easy way to go from a tesseract up to this without having to run a lot of RedNet. And it looks like I may have to do that. So let's get rid of some of this. I'll just break them straight away. And break that. And we'll go here. I'm going to instead run a lot of inputs of RedNets all around. Oh, but it only has one input though. And multiple outputs. I think these are outputs. I'm not sure. But let's give it a try and see. Is it running? It is running. But still at the same slow rate though. So that tells me that this has some settings to be done for me to figure this out. Let's do a refresh here. Yeah, I don't know. It may be, oh, you know what? Overclockers. The speed hasn't increased. It's just accepting more power. Now we're ready. So I think this is fine. We just have to make the overclockers now. Let me make a few overclockers. I'll do it off camera because the crafting of it takes a long time to process, all the rubber and whatever. And I'll bring it back when I have the overclockers done. All right, we have a number of them being made. And you can see that it's going faster already. As soon as I make an overclocker, I put it into the canning machine before the other machines. Because the canning machine going faster can actually make more overclockers for the other machines a little bit faster, if that makes sense. So let's make a number of them. I don't know if we can make this many. Let's go back and make only 2. Looks like we can only make a few. Nope, we can only make 1 more. See, each one makes 2. That's the thing. But each craft requires 3 coolants. Let's see how many coolants we have in here. I have 14. I should be able to make more. Oh, is it that it's missing 10 maybe? Let's take a look. Overclockers. I want to make 2. Why won't you let me? Because of this. And this is a... Did I not make the craft for the coolant simple? I guess I didn't. Okay. I've been making it manually, that's why. So let's make a craft for it. And stick it into the molecular assembler crafting grid area. And now can you make? Let's make 3. Or 4. Yep. Yes, we can make. Great. Okay, so I'll stick these into the... Let's grab these. Why is this stuck? It's not making any more. Oh, it's still making rubber. Yeah, it has to cook the rubber, and that's what takes so long. So I'll put it into the canning machine because it'll make these cells faster. And I need more lapis. This doesn't take 1 lapis at a time. It takes a number of lapis at a time. So let me grab some. I made a huge amount. Because I know I would need more in the future. So we have more of those. Couple more there. All right. And now we're going to get to another subject of work here. Oh, that's a lot faster. Check that out. That's nice. But you notice how it's taking 8 at a time? So let me stick another stack in here. And we'll take these. Stick them into here. And... so how many coolant cells do I have here? I have 20. I should be able to make a good number. Overclocker. 20 divided by 3, that would be 6. Good. All right. Next item we want to do. I want to build a mass fabricator. I think I built it already. Did I? Here it is. I guess I didn't. I was trying to prepare for this episode yesterday, And I didn't remember how far I got. But there are some other things that we need to build first. We have the recycler, and that's going to take us a good bit of work to do. So let's just do that right now. We'll save the mass fabricator for another day. Let's put this in here and smack these guys in there one at a time. Even the water can't keep up. And the cells, I need more cells. Okay, so let's grab some more cells. I have a good number. Okay, that's going to take a little while to do. So I'm just going to throw these back in there. I'm not going to use them right now. And I'm going to grab a lava bucket, a water bucket, a transformer upgrade. Let's see, for items. A world interaction. This should be a good number. And some, let's see, forged micro blocks of some type. How about strips? I have a good number of strips. And what else? I think that's it. Let's go downstairs. This is a good place to put it. I have my lava fabricator feeding lava into anything I need. Typically, the only thing I'm using the lava for is for the smeltery. So I'm going to put, let's see, I'll put it right here, somewhere around here. We'll build our, oh, you know what I'm going to need is some cobble. We'll build it just like that. This goes here on the outer edge here and out on the outside here. That should be good. If we put water here and lava on the other side, we should have cobble in the middle. No, we have obsidian. Okay, let's try that again, but this time let's get rid of the water and put the lava down first. You know what? The safest way, let's do this. Because I don't know if that's going to work or not. So let's just do it like this. Get rid of this. That should make cobble. No. Okay, so there must be a different way. Let's get rid of this. This time we'll do lava first. Okay. Get rid of that. And this will either make stone or cobble. Good. All right. Let's see. Let's put this away. And this way. Don't need it right now. Smackety smack. And I forgot the chest. I will need a chest. I want to use a chest. I don't want to use piping. Because I want to keep the place clean. So the minimal amount of stuff that I have cluttering the area is fine with me. Let's see if that's available. It is available. Alright, so we'll use pink. And I will place the pink right here. Alright. So there it goes, filling up with cobble. Because this is digging. I wish it would make a sound like brrrr as it's making. That should be a payoff since it's making so much cobble for you. It seems a little OP if it doesn't have some drawback. And that would be a good drawback, I think. Alright, so I don't have my dye in here. Black. Here we are. Black and pink. There's our cobble. I'll take it with us to the recycler upstairs. And where we're going to put the recycler, I guess right here. If we have space, I don't know if I'm going to hit anything behind there though. Looks like we're okay. But before I connect it, I'm going to need some transformer upgrades. Because it'll blow up if I don't. So, we just need 4. Let's just make 10. Oh, needing some gold cable. So, let's craft some gold cable here. Transformer upgrade. Gold cable. And waiting for the rubber. I want to use this rubber. I don't think it matters. I think once you click it, it'll find which rubber you have. But there it goes. Oh, didn't have any. Okay, so let's just make some. I'm going to make a whole slew of them in my furnace right here. And that'll send down to my ME cable, ME system. And so we'll grab the rubber and put it there. That should do. Molecular assembler. And now if we do a transformer upgrade, let's make 10. It's still needing cable. Oh, the gold part of it is what is missing. So, gold cable. I guess I got to pull it up by cable then. Here it is. Snips. And there we are. Right there. Okay, so transformer upgrade. A lot of crafting in this episode. Alright, it's missing something. Let's take a look. Some circuits. It's going to need a different circuit type. I'm going to have to change this one to the basic circuit from IC2. And it's this one here. So let's put it into here. And we'll make a circuit and stick it into the recipe. It may need to make some rubber, so it may take a second. No, it went real quick. So there's our new recipe for a transformer upgrade. And we'll stick it back in. Alright, now, transformer upgrade. Let's see if we can do it now. 10 and go. Alright, so that's doing. I need 4 of them, so I'll wait for 4. Let's take a look at how it's progressing. And take a look down here. It's scheduled for 10. Looks like it's making all of these first before it starts with the lowest tier. There it goes. It's starting now. So let's go grab some. Okay, we got our 4. And it's still making more. I'm just grabbing it kind of early because I only need 4 for what I'm going to do here. Let's break this and place a recycler down with these inside. And place the ME glass cable back in. And this should be powered now. Hopefully it is powered, but we're not feeding it cobble, so it doesn't know what to do yet. We'll place the chest on top, and hopefully it doesn't need a feed. Let's see if it does. It does need a feed, apparently. Okay, so we're going to have to place the chest a little bit higher, maybe. With an item conduit leading down. Maybe some speed upgrades. And like that. Extract always. Let's see if that's taking. No, it's not. So insert. Is it taking? It is taking. So let's get some speed overclockers in here. And then we can judge how many speed upgrades we need on the conduit. I think 15 is the max anyway. And these are cheap, so I don't mind using them. So let's just stick them in there anyway. 15. And so that's filling up just fine. We just need some overclockers now. Now, are we ready with making the overclockers? Looks like we are. Let's make a number of them. We are missing some coolant cells, and we're needing the regular cells. Here we are. And so the lapis and the canning machine. So the cells were what we were waiting for. We got the lapis going. And the water's trying to keep up. It's keeping up just fine. I'm just waiting for these cells to finish. And it's done. So we got 43 real quick. That's nice. I'm going to fill it up with overclockers. I don't care if it uses a lot more energy. That's fine with me. I'm cool with that. How many can we make? Let's try 10. We can. Cool. That's going to take a while. But I think we're done with this episode because we've run really long. But as you can see, the whole process is running real nice. And I can add a facade of basalt on here. This is for applied energistics. It's not going to work. It's got to be under IO. This should work just fine. That's not too bad. I never need to open this up because I know it's cobble. But it does open up because apparently this is a block that it can open up with. I didn't know that. That's cool. Alright, so this is making. We're making stacks of scrap. And what I'm going to do is send this scrap into a mass fabricator. We're going to work on that the next time. But guys, I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to cut it off here and do a little bit more off-camera work. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.